Wow.
Wow. Ah. Here's to more cringe.
Cringe is what we do, baby.
Yes.
It's what we do best. Are you ready to jump right in?
Yeah, I am.
So, you have appeared in an unfamiliar forest with three unfamiliar people, one of whom you just saw get absolutely mauled to death by a chimera, and now you're running away through the woods. It is very dark out,
Yeah, she's just running.
just running. Um, I imagine you'll go for probably quite a while uh, until things are quiet, kind of stopping to maybe catch your breath or get your bearings. Um, as you do, give me a perception check. Let me know what you roll.
One moment.
Yes.
Perception. 14.
Okay. You will notice the forest is eerily quiet, um, kind of unnaturally so. No sort of rustling in the underbrush that you'd expect, or insects or anything like that, just an eerie silence.
She looks back and wonders if she should go back and maybe help, but what's done is done.
Right? Give me a survival check as you kind of mull that thought over.
17.
Okay. You know enough to know that you're completely lost. The forest behind you doesn't look familiar, even though you know that you logically must have just run through it. It seems like things have almost changed behind you.
Is she cat or is she her normal self?
I was assuming cat, but I suppose that would be whatever you think.
Probably cat.
Makes sense. And as you're kind of looking around, realizing this, um, you'll hear very distinctly the sound of something scratching a tree behind you. Just one long, kind of grating, scratching noise. Something slowly dragging its hand along the bark.
The piano music going with this is so not. um,
I can get something more ominous.
if you want.
Let me work on that. Hopefully, Alex actually reads this and doesn't just automatically change the things.
It's not changing.
I just messaged him 1 second.
Oh,
Did it change?
yep.
Very good.
Okay, so she
Um,
hears the scratching.
You hear a, yeah, really creepy, just one single long scratch.
Oh, she like glances back and just like starts running, probably runs up a tree.
Okay. Um, as you do that, um, you'll hear, as you kind of run a bit, get some distance, climb up a tree. Um, Next time you kind of pause to, get your bearings or whatnot, um, you'll hear the sound of footsteps approaching you, uh, but from an indistinct sort of direction. It's not that you're hearing multiple footsteps, but it's kind of impossible to tell which direction they're coming from.
Is it bipedal or
Give me a survival check.
23?
Uh, yes, it would be bipedal.
Oh,
Just walking.
can she see who it is?
Give me a perception check.
That is a natural one.
Yeah. Oh. Not only can you not see who it is, but you can't see really anything of what it might be, where it's coming from. You just hear the noise, but there's no sort of visual to go with it.
Oh, um, she's gonna try and quietly sneak away through the trees.
Okay. Let's have a stealth roll.
13.
Okay. As you do, the footsteps sound like they're not becoming any more distant, still just kind of the sound of crunching leaves all around you.
She's just gonna keep going.
All right.
Her fur's probably standing on end.
You will hear a voice from close beside you, though as you look, there's nothing there. Um, Go, Riddle.
Oh, oh no. What the fuck? Ah, full on sprinting out if she can.
Okay. You continue to sprint. As you do, the forest sort of almost seems to warp around you. The trees becoming taller, the ground seems further away. The sound of footsteps now sort of picking up into a running sound, still all around you. And then all of the sudden, you'll feel something grab you by the scruff of the neck,
Oh no.
and you have a moment um, to kind of process this, uh, and then your neck snaps.
Oh,
Uh, and we're hopefully waiting on a scene change now.
music turned off.
Good.
Oh. Does she see who what
Nope.
Or, okay. Who the fuck snapped her neck?
Something was hunting you.
Who the fuck knows her name?
The Shimmerwood's a scary place, man.
Okay, I see the new map. Ooh, there's the
You see the
Patreon
new
for
map?
anybody. Yeah.
Yes. Credit
Oh,
where credit is due.
Lost Trails, thank you. Wow.
Um, and then, yeah, you suddenly are coming to here. Not like you've been knocked out and woken up, just you're suddenly kind of standing in this field in front of this pond with a
Uh,
familiar figure floating in front of you,
is she a
a little
cat
ways
still,
off.
or?
You can be a cat or you can be yourself, either way.
I think she turned back as soon as she realized where she's at.
Hmm.
So.
Fair.
She, like, looks around like, what the hell was that?
Hell of a nightmare, huh?
Yeah. Did you see it?
Oh yeah, I saw everything.
Well, who did it?
Uh, something called a hide behind. Not really a who, more of a what.
Oh.
Yeah, forest full of them. Kind of creepy.
I don't really like that. She's like grabbing at her
No,
throat.
don't know who would. Unless you're into getting your neck snapped, I guess. And, eaten.
I'm sure there's people who are like that.
Oh yeah.
So it's just a dream, huh?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Insight. Because I don't
Go
remember if
for it.
she knows things. 16.
Um, trying to remember if he did tell you in one of the other dream sequences that you guys are in a loop. I feel like he did with the dinosaur one. Um, I guess for the purposes of this, we'll say that that happened.
Okay.
So you would probably be able to piece together fairly easily that this is another dream like the dinosaur one that you had.
So another death.
First one, actually.
She shudders.
Have to say, that one is pretty scary.
It was very scary. I think the worst part of it is I left them.
Well, to be fair, you saw one of them get turned to pulp, so can't really blame you.
It just. It's hard to think that, like, in those timelines, I never met Ace, never. Never met Timber.
Yeah, I mean, kind of hard to get much done when you're in the city for all of 20 minutes.
She's like chewing her lip, like shrugs.
Anyway, I can wake you up anytime you want, but figured you might want to cool off a bit first.
I think so. Is this Wonderland?
Sure is. Figured I'd pull something, familiar.
Thank you. She like lowers herself into like the grass and like kind of grounds herself.
Um, as you do, keep her kind of. He's sort of got his hands on his hips, looking around, just kind of at the space, sort of letting you have your time.
Probably turns into a cat and just like rolls around in the grass.
Aw. After a minute, he will also turn into a cat once again and join you. Kind of nearby, but not too close.
She like I guess like she isn't like zooming around like the last time. She's just kind of pondering up at the sky like I miss this.
Mm-hmm.
I wish this was real.
You'd probably recognize the stars, the old familiar constellations of Wonderland, or whatever the sky looks like at night there.
Hmm. It's enough to make her cry.
After a little bit, um, Keeper will be kind of as a cat laying on his back, um, kind of also looking up at the sky. And then you'll hear his voice in your head go, this is where I left your kid.
What? Wait, can she talk?
Yeah,
I don't know if she.
you would be able to respond telepathically.
What do you mean?
Or, yeah. You know, your kid before she found you. This is where we parted ways. Or whatever. She was really sad.
She tends to be. What do you mean you left her here?
Well, I couldn't stay any longer.
And you left her alone?
Like I said, I couldn't stay any longer.
Oh. Why were you here in the first place?
He'll kind of laugh. Oh, what? She never told you? Your kid, almost fucked time up real bad here. Well, not almost. Did. I had to fix it.
What? I knew. I knew she was kind of the reason everything turned dark. But time?
Yeah, she got into the mountains somehow. Took one of the spheres. Started, going all over the place trying to figure out a way to bring her parents back, but didn't realize that, A, can't do that. B, not here anyway.
Yeah, that seems like something she'd do.
How'd things go after you guys got out?
We starved for a while. Made do, but very like just barely.
Yeesh.
I didn't know anything about that world, like the government of of the area I was in. They tried to say that they had places that we could go to for help, but well, my friend Ainsley caught us before I marched us over there. But apparently, when you go in there, they keep you in there, and it's very hard for you to leave, and they work you to the bone, and they would have separated me and Claire.
Yikes.
Which leads me into my work.
I guess that checks out. No, better prospects in old, Hamburg? Or wherever the fuck you ended up?
Being Being a woman was hard enough, but also being a flea bag didn't help my chances of getting a husband now, did it? Not that I'd want to marry a husband I didn't love. The prospects were bleak, so to say. And not to mention, when you already have a kid, they look at you like you're some kind of burden.
Hello?
What?
Oh, you might have cut out for a bit there.
Now! What was the last?
Sorry. Just that some kind of burden. I had asked the question about the prospects and did not get an answer.
You asked a question about the prospects?
Hmm. Did you hear that?
I think I did. Basically, she's like, um, mm, fuck, I don't know where you left off.
You had said you were talking about the place that Ainsley rescued you from, basically, like stopped you from going in there. Um, and that they would have separated you guys and worked you to the bone and all that. And then that's how it led into Ainsley stopping you from going in there is what led to your current line of work, and that's the last I heard.
Oh, okay. Um, well, the other prospects were getting married, but I don't want to be married to a husband that I wouldn't like, that I wouldn't love.
Don't
And,
think you could have found one?
oh, I could have found one,
I mean,
but
who you like?
no. It's very hard when you're a woman, too, that has a daughter and who's also a flea bag. You're nothing but a burden. No man wants to raise a kid that's not theirs.
Well, that's probably not true.
It's not. There's some men that are willing to take it on. But few and far in between. There was one man that wanted to, but I just couldn't see myself with him.
Guess it's probably for the best now that you're here.
I guess. If only I had Claire.
Yeah. Will kind of look like thoughtful, almost like he wants to say something else, but not really.
What is it?
I'm just wondering what the hell's going on outside. Is time passing? Is it not? It's weird not being able to just pop in and check. used to be able to go to any timeline or universe I wanted.
That must... That must be horrible. Not being able to do the things that you could do.
Yeah, kinda is, actually. Well, one thing I know is that kid can definitely take care of herself.
I know she could. She hasn't been dealt a good hand, ever.
Seems like not many people are.
She had a nickname for you, I think.
Mr. Clock?
That's the one.
Do the closest sort of approximation of a cat smiling.
She still talks about you.
Heh, good.
Do you realize that you're the very first person to be nice to her?
You know, I could say something similar about her.
She frowns at that.
Kind of get up, do the cat stretch, then walk over and start pawing at a butterfly. Kind of absent-mindedly. She was the first one who wasn't just trying to suck my dick for magic powers, you know?
I would
Guess
hope
she wasn't
not.
old enough to realize.
Claire's not that kind of girl anyway.
You know, Kronos was gonna let me kill her.
What?
Yeah. Fuck that guy, am I right?
Yes, fuck that guy. She's just a small girl.
Just glad I didn't have to, I guess.
I'm very glad you didn't either. It means the world to me, actually. So
After a moment more of... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So... Was she... exuding the sludge when you found her?
I think that was kind of something that came in with her. Kind of hard to tell when you're jumping through time and space, but
Does Wonderland still look like this?
uh, some of them probably. Last I checked.
I mean, mine.
Uh, no.
I guess I should have realized after I killed the queen that nothing was going to be the same.
That's not the worst fate I've seen.
Oh,
Well, some of them just turn into nightmares. Kind of like the one you just had. But some of them also just kind of corrode and then die.
like Clancy's?
Yeah.
I don't. To have friends turn into murderous horrible versions of themselves. I think I'd prefer to be dead over that.
Not death. Eternal limbo. Slight difference.
She like tilts her head. So they're aware.
Again, in some of them. The Wonderlands are all pretty unstable. You'd be surprised how often they and he kind of just makes a popping noise, like popping a bubble.
Ever wonder if you were meant to be something it just didn't happen.
Uh, Something like that, I guess.
Everybody within a certain radius would turn into these nightmarish creatures. But I was traveling with her, and well, at least I don't feel nightmarish.
Maybe you're immune. Kind of shrug.
I'm just a cat. Why would I be immune?
Just shrug again.
Insight. That's a 9. Okay.
It's hard to tell if he genuinely doesn't know or just kind of his mind's elsewhere and he doesn't feel like answering, but it doesn't seem like he's trying to hide something from you necessarily.
Gives a little cat's eye. Are all Wonderlands the same, or?
They're all the same in some ways. A lot of them start out the same. Some things differ depending on whose it is, but there's a couple things that are always constant. Always a Jabberwocky, always the two queens, always the Vorpal Blade, Frabjous you know.
Well, that's comforting. In a weird way. You know, she says you give cold hugs.
I'll kind of laugh at that. That makes sense.
Sometimes she'd pretend to turn back time. Just in the real world.
Oh yeah? How'd that go for her?
She'd always frown when it never did.
Well, she ought to know she needs a sphere for that anyway.
I'd always sing something for her. If it's a song that was in reverse.
I'll, like, give a, like, pretty hearty laugh at that.
So imaginative.
Gotta be a pretty strong one to bring something like you into the real world.
I still, to this day, cannot wrap my head around that. She begged and begged for me to leave with her. And I felt like I was going to die if I did. But
Yeah, probably should have.
so why didn't I?
To my knowledge, every now and then someone will come along with the ability to shift a little easier than, normal humanoid has. Your kid's probably one of them. Powerful enough to bring something with her.
I hope she realizes that I'm willing to die for her. To be happy. Though I do wish I could see my parents again, but that's long gone.
It never really occurred to me that you guys have parents.
Oh, we do.
What's that like?
Standard for cats. Except instead of regular cats, we are born pure white, and those of us that link to others start to gain personality traits that the other sort of chooses for us.
It doesn't sound too dissimilar to what I got going on.
The first one
Not anymore, though.
The first one I linked to was Claire, and she made me this. So is that something, I guess, the person who did they just dictate your entire world?
Yeah, pretty much.
She frowns.
Things like me are, tools for the gods.
Tools.
Yep, we, do what they want, and nothing else. Not me, though. Not anymore, anyway.
Well, I'm happy not anymore.
Yeah.
Is it because of the seclusion?
Not entirely sure about that, to be honest with you. Think it actually started before that.
Oh?
Well, I guess I can tell you if you're not going to remember any of this when you wake up, but, yeah,
She
pretty sure it was Crybaby's fault, actually.
she grimaces.
Yep.
And what did... What? What did he do?
Back when the clock tower was being built, he got all up in some stuff that he shouldn't have gotten all up in. After that moment, I was able to, well, not do what I would normally have had to do. Never had that option before.
See. She knows Crybaby is
I was just
teary-eyed.
thinking about it. I feel like there must have been a time when he, in one of the dreamscapes, when he came up. I feel like maybe during that last one when I feel like he came up. I feel like yes.
Okay.
Once again, for the purposes of this, we will say that happened.
Alright. Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, you wouldn't think a little bit of static electricity would be able to fuck up a god's plan like that, but hey, what do I know?
So does he know that?
Probably not. I mean, maybe he figured it out himself, but I certainly haven't told him. Can't let it get to his head, you know? He'll laugh again.
Maybe you should tell him.
Yeah? You think?
Maybe. It's good to be honest with people.
Hmm.
Especially him. don't think he needs to be, maybe not necessarily lied to, but maybe not have it be kept a secret. If he was able to change your life that much, you should know. Might make him feel good.
You think?
I think so.
Maybe I will then.
She gives him a smile.
He will give one last swat at the butterfly, kind of whacking it as it explodes into confetti, and then turn back into his clock form.
She'll turn back into her her actual form. I think Tyria does need to know just how much he helps a lot of different people.
Yeah, that is kind of his whole thing, huh?
Yeah. He's, really helped, Kit and Jax. Helped us. It helped many more. Just, there's so many people who would be so distraught. I think if more people told him just what a special type of person he is, it might get through to him.
That's asking a lot.
She shrugs. Yes, well, I ask a lot of Ace, and he seems to give me everything I want, so...
No, I mean to get it through his thick skull.
Oh. Yes, that is a bit different.
He's the stupidest smart person I've ever met.
She kind of tilts her head, like, trying to work that one out. Not impossible, though. That's what I was saying, though.
Guess not. So, you want to wake up now or what?
She, looks at the scenery, feels it a little, feels it between her paws, and sighs, and, looks up at him and nods.
All right. Well, thanks for, yeah, And then he will snap his fingers, and you will awake with no memory of this.
Like, looks around, probably snuggles back into Ace.
Mm-hmm. Wraps his tail around you,
No.
cuddling.
Hee
Hee. Wow.
hee. Hee. Such a good bonus
That was
content.
cute.
Ah.
That was cute.
Ugh. All right. Goodbye, recording. I love
By
you.
recording. Bye.
Bye.